I think today I signed up to talk a little bit about engagement. We have a show called Home of the Hustle here on Facebook, where we do interviews with influencers and different entrepreneurs. And the mindset is there's stuff that we don't know. So in order for us to go to the next level, we need to find next level information. And so part of our engagement is pre-rolling and pumping out what we're going to be doing on that show, so that people, we have 5 different nights a week. We have 5 different personalities. I do Wednesday night. My buddy Jason Daniels, the Titan, does Monday. Eddie does Tuesday. Lawrence Thompson does Thursday. And Justin Myers, the Sign Chef, does Friday. The reason we do that is because it's 5 different personalities from 5 different perspectives. And then as we open up our shows, we'll simply, you can see the numbers like, hey, there might be 20, 30 people watching, but you only see 5 commenting. And so we just really build a family environment with our show and say, hey man, if you're here, put a hashtag here. And so that does a few things. Obviously, we know with the algorithms, that gets people engaged. It gets people to speak up. And when they post, then that tells Facebook, hey, this person likes seeing this stuff from Home of the Hustle guys. And so then as we go through, we'll pick out, especially with BeLive, you can pick out questions that people have and highlight those. And so the family, the people watching, they feel like they're a part of the show. And then we'll have discussions around those questions. And so engagement will definitely, we notice people, and we are like talking to them as the show is going. We'll read the comments. We'll be conscious of who is saying what, so that especially on an interview type show, our guest, they may have some information that person wants to know about. So if we see a question pop up, then it's a great way to engage people. When you answer their question or pull their question in and you go to your interviewee or the person you have on the show with you, then that's some buy-in, that's some engagement. It's just like when somebody hears their name on the radio. So they really, really enjoy that stuff. So we've grown our page to about 2,700 organic likes, and it's just from asking people to share, asking people to hit notifications, and then calling them out when they do that. Say, hey man, thanks for putting the hashtag share, Susie. Hey, thanks for putting the hashtag share, Titan. And it really gets some buy-in, and they get to hear their name, which there's 2 things that's important to people. The most important 2 things is their opinion and their name. And so when they can hear that on the show, it just seems to really make it more of a family feel, and it draws them in tighter. So how much time do we have here, Jeff? Okay, so as we're going along, we get the engagement, and so we'll always pre-roll because we have 5 nights a week. So say, hey, well, as during the show, we'll let everybody know what's going on tomorrow night. So that way, they're not just up in the air or they don't know when. So we're really consistent on our time frames. Every night we have a different person doing a different interview, and then so during the show, we're going to tell people, hey, coming up tomorrow night, catch Justin Myers, the Sign Chef, the Navy veteran, on Freedom Fridays. So they know what to expect, and they know who is going to be on that show. And so we can kind of say, as well with the bots that are out there nowadays, you can set up a message bot, and that's part of our engagement. Is we'll say we don't just trust and leave it up to Facebook to send a notification. You can set a message bot to where if you say yes, then that bot will pick up that word and send them a message in Messenger. And now it's like a sales funnel. So you can put whatever word you want. If you want to say, hey, message me in the comments, and we'll message, then that bot will go through and send them a message. And then next time you go live, 5 minutes before you go live or right when you go live, you can send out a blast to those viewers, and you take control in your hands and say, hey, I want you to watch my show. You don't just leave it up to Facebook to notify them, or they say, man, I missed notification. You hit them right in the DM, just right in the DM. Got two more, okay. So another thing is just your face. My face, I mean, the facial force, it helps me out. People kind of look at me and they're like, this guy's using a nut job, or maybe he's kind of interesting. But I read a lot of books, and so as people are coming through and making comments and talking about stuff, I just take my personal experiences and the books that I've read, and we dig in. And so there again, just the personal connection and the transparency to get engagement with people. The more real that you are, because you can see here, I don't get any fancier than this. As a matter of fact, I was late because I was outside. I thought I could do it from my phone. That was my fault. The more transparent, the more people can relate to you and me. You don't have to be suit and tie, fancy. I just recently got one of these silly little lights over here about a month ago, just because it's kind of dark in the room. But it's more about the music you play than the words you say. People feel you, they feel your personality, and that's what's going to draw them in. Just don't worry about saying the silly things. Just say whatever you want to say, and I call them Frankisms, and people love that. They get engaged. They want to hear more Frankisms. They want to know what's going on. Let's see what Troy Watson.
Yeah.
How you doing, Troy Watson?
I'm well. How are you, Frank? I was just getting into your Frankisms.
I'm over here franking it up.
That's funny.
See what I'm saying? So where are you from, Troy?
I am originally from New Orleans, residing in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I've been there once myself.
Once? Wow, you need to come back.
I hear you. I hear you. So what's your specialty? What do you got going on tonight?
I am a relationship therapist and dating analyst.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. And I'm going to talk about how you can show your Facebook community some real love.
Some real love. I like that.